Welcome to the XV training video, Mage Targeting in Combat. Now in order for this to work, you're going to have to go into your options, click the upper right little mouse tab there, and you're going to have to uncheck Disable New Targeting System. For this to work, you're going to have to be able to use the new targeting system, so make sure that is unchecked. As you can see here, I'm using a single key to scroll through the targets on my screen. This works whether it's humans or monsters. And I have a second hotkey that is previous target. That way when I pass the monster up, I can hit another hotkey and go back. And I have a third hotkey that'll make the spell go off on whatever's targeted. So I get to what I want to cast on, I press a single button and the spell casts on that target. So I can do 3 keys and not have to highlight anyone or do anything or move the cursor over. With a single key I can control all my targets and cast on them without highlighting them on the screen. Now you'll notice once I engage this target in combat, it becomes highlighted to me and it's really visible. This works great when you're in a large group of people tracking your target and not getting mixed up on who's who. Even if you run off the screen and you lose track of your target, the cursor still stays on the target, so when that person or monster becomes on your screen again, you see exactly where they are and you can cast on them. Again, I have them on my target, I press a single hotkey and the spell goes off on them. Let's look at that again. I can track my targets by pressing a single key, I press another key, and the spell casts on them. This works really great when you're chasing someone. You pre-cast, start running, they come onto your screen, you're still running, you press a key to highlight them, and you press another key to cast on them while you're running. And it works really well. Let's see how we do that. I use 3 keys. The first key I use is F1. We go into our macros and just make one that says Select Next Mobile. This will scroll through the targets on the screen. The second one I use is F3, and that's Select Previous Mobile. And we have this so when we come to a target and there's a lot and we pass it, it's easy for us to go back to get it. The third one I use is Last Target, and I personally use F4 for that. This is when I have my target on my screen and I've cast it, I just press F4 and whatever's highlighted, that spell will go off on them. Works really well. Let's take a look here at what are object handles. This is another way to pull targets and health bars. So we're out in the field here and we just press Control Shift, and as you can see we get all the object handles and we can pull them off the screen here and line them up, and when we release it, all the ones we pulled off are still there. And we can just set these off to the side. This works great if someone is running by you and you want to grab their health bar or whatever you want to do, and then you're free to cast on them. The way that works is you go into your options. First, you press the little mouse tab. Second, you scroll down. And third, you check the box called Object Handles. Then when you're out playing and you press Control and Shift, your object handles come up and you can use them any way you want. Let's also take a quick look here at using fields in combat. There are 2 fields that we mainly use in combat. The first field we use in combat is a paralyzed field. These fields are used to defend an area and should not have poison fields in them, because when someone hits a poison field, they run into the para field, they can run right through it. So when we're defending an area, we do not use poison fields, we only use para fields. And it makes it really hard for the enemy to attack. second is poison fields. We use poison fields when we're attacking. We run into an enemy's parafields and we reach beyond the edge of their fields, and when one of them drops, we cast poison in it. We do this so they get poisoned, they back up, and their parafields start dropping and we start moving in. So poison fields are to attack, parafields are to hold an area. Hope this video helped you out, and see you in UO.